How do you feel like Aaron? Aaron Robinson. He missed all of training camp and like the first 8 weeks, so he kind of easing him back in. How do you feel like he's adjusted over these last few weeks now that he's gotten on the field?
He's done a great job. I think he's improved. Week to week. I mean, we didn't ease him back in. We threw him in there, Kansas City, and got thrown in Monday night. And you always remember your first game. And he did some good things, did some bad things, and he's improving though. Again, much better. It's different going out there, doing it with the group, and kind of getting our chemistry. We have an experienced secondary who has a lot of nuance to how we do things, so just getting him caught up to speed. Just going to take reps and time, but he's good enough to be out there. That's why he's out there.
I was asking Pat Graham about this earlier. So if you kind of look at the PFF numbers of why your guys' defense has been better lately, the coverage grades are better. You guys have been consistently pretty good in coverage the last 3 games. He was explaining why he thought that was. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the coverage is better?
Our pass rush is doing a great job. He's doing a great job of putting us in position to succeed. It's a team thing. I think people are taking their matchups. I just think we're playing with a greater sense of urgency and responding to the challenge. Every week's different, and our game plan is going to change based on the team's strengths and targets. And I think he was doing a good job of taking away what they do.
He was talking about communication. That was probably the first thing he mentioned about once you get to midseason, guys can do a better job of communicating. And that's probably lends itself, he thinks, to better coverage. What have you noticed in that regard?
If my employer thinks that, I think that. I think communication is definitely a part of it. So if PG feels that, I mean, he stays here all night and studies the team. I focus on my job and the guys around me. But
you're on the field so are you guys communicating better?
Yeah. PFF says so.
What do you, I can look up the internet what they say. You're here right now. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I think we're doing a better job of communicating better, and Pat's putting us in great positions to make plays. And I just think, like I said, Leo's getting great pressure. Roche, forcing a fumble. Those guys are stepping up for us and making our job easy on the back end.
You're playing the defending Super Bowl champs on the road on Monday night against a quarterback who has lost 3 games in a row once in his career. Why do you think the Giants should have a chance in this game when that's stacked against you?
Because when we play well, we compete with anybody. I mean, that's just it. That's just how we feel. We have, we're playing against the greatest of all time, in my opinion. But, he has weapons that he has to distribute the ball to and facilitate, and those are the matchups that we have to challenge and contend with. Everything about him his resume is impressive. So it's going to be a tough challenge. I think it's the greatest challenge in football playing him, and it's a lot of fun. And I love to play a chess match against him, and that's why I'm here to help us have a good chess game.
When you're playing against him, what's the first thing that kind of goes through your mind?
Don't let him look me in the eyes, man. He can look you in the eyes. And don't look in his eyes. No, I mean, it's just what is he seeing? He studies everybody really well. He knows players' tendencies. He has tips and tells out there that are just minute details. So all the little things matter, which way you look pre-snap, your mannerisms and man versus zone. I mean, the littlest thing, I talk about disguise every week, but it's important this week that our star knows how to disguise, that our DNs make sure to disguise. The linebacker can tip the whole defense, and we might not have noticed that until we played Tom Brady. So every little nuance is something that he can pick up on. You can't chase ghosts. You just have to do a good job of playing complementary football, and it's just a challenge every single play because he's going to come back at you every single play, whether he's down, he's up. I mean, people crack me up when they say, oh, he's coming off a loss, how's he going to come? I mean, this guy, anything can set him off in terms of wanting to win. I think his best off of big wins. He's his best off of big losses. I mean, anything motivates this guy. He prepares really hard. So you have to do the homework and really be willing to accept the test and the challenge.
Can you give him false looks then?
Yeah, for sure. We did a good job of it last year. So I'm sure he's studying that. There's some stuff we'll use. There's some stuff we'll change. But he's seen it all. We've said that. But you have to give him some false looks or it'll be a long day.
How much did he sort of figure it out, though, in that game a little bit? I mean, it seemed like you guys had him off his game in the first half, and he sort of, in the second half, came out and kind of did his thing.
I don't remember exactly how it went down, but, I mean, they won the game at the end, so he made enough adjustments to win the game. So we played a good game last year, but we didn't win the game, and all he cares about is wins and losses. That's all I care about. We got to find a way to win the game in the end. But it'll be a good challenge. Like I said, it'll be a chess match. PG knows him well, Judge knows him well, but, he's as old as our coaches, so he knows the game well too. So it's really just go out, do the best I can do my job, lead the guys, and hopefully the game, get the game close in the fourth quarter and then finish the game.
And obviously, this level hates to lose. Everyone talks about Brady's insane level of competitiveness. So, what's your best or oddest Tom Brady is super competitive story that may not even involve football? Because we see how competitive he is in the field. How oddly competitive or weirdly competitive is he often?
Rookie year, my OTAs, I get up there and it's just OTAs. I don't even think Bill has jersey. He doesn't even put numbers on the guys. Everyone's just in a blue T-shirt or a gray T-shirt. And I was in with the ones. A receiver slipped on a curl route, completely the receiver's fault. I picked the ball off. I picked six him in May or something, and he takes his helmet off and breaks it on the ground in OTAs. So that's just a story that sticks out because it was my rookie year, and I was kind of getting drafted to the New England Patriots. It was the Chicago Bulls. It was the show. And, it was competitive in practice every day. I mean, he wanted to win every one-on-one. We had push-ups as bets in one-on-one who would win. So it's just competitive in everything he does. And that's why he is who he is, and that's why it's fun to play against him.
We'll take three more. A non-football question, if you don't mind. I mean, Thanksgiving athletes go out and give out hams and turkeys. You're going to Camden and giving out dog food?
Yeah, I'm sure I mean, I love animals. It's part of my foundation. It's part of what my family does. I'm going to give back to I'm doing something tonight for Covenant House and preteen and teenage and child homelessness. So I try to help people. I try to help animals. This is where I'm from. I'm going to give back any form or fashion. The dogs need to eat too on Thanksgiving, so make sure that they're fed well.
Two more. So you didn't trash talk him on the field after that interception? You were a rookie?
No, not then. No, not then. I just gave the ball to the ref and went back and prayed that he took it easy on me after that. But I trash talk him now, though. So it'll be fun. Hopefully I'm mic'd up. It'll be some good audio.